Your mother's womb. How many know why? Why you are here? Only a few. Who don't know why? You don't know why you're on earth. Still working on it. Everybody over here now? Or who's still working? Still working on it. Still working. You're the chiefest of chief apostles. Oh, you got set. Lord, times is bad. The apostles getting set down. Then, if you know what you're on this earth to do, you have tapped into what most people don't get to really realize until they're almost dead. Right. My grandfather is 70 something. And he's just now tapping into, he's been preaching all these years. But he's realizing that I was on this earth for more than just preaching. And we don't want to get to doing great things and they're not God things. Because God things will always lead us back to our identity. That's why we can't compromise our morals, our standards, our integrity. Because these three things right here will shape your character. And your character will always reveal your true identity. Just practical tonight. And then we're going to go to Genesis chapter 2. So who said they know their identity? They know. They know. How do you know that you know?
How do I know?
How do you know that you know? Oh, let me go back. What is your spiritual identity?
My spiritual identity? I believe is interceding for my leaders is one. Writing my books, teaching, and reaching out to others, just being a helper in certain areas, I would say.
Now, how do you know that that's your identity?
How do I know that? Part of it is I prayed and God showed me. And some of it is just how I was raised. I believe some of it was how I was raised. But part of certain things that I do, being a helper.
So I want to stay there with how you were raised.
I was raised with respect, is one. I was raised with love. I was in my mother's world.
So then, what do you say to an individual who wasn't raised in the same environment as you were? Who didn't get the love, who didn't get the support from family, but they need to know their identity. How do you steer them in a direction to really understand fully their identity, spiritually and naturally?
Spiritually and naturally. First of all, I would tell them to get a relationship with God, spiritually. So God can show them himself what is their value, what is their identity, where to go and how, Naturally, I would tell them to get around stronger people that can pour into them. Go for your education. Do something different than what you would normally do. If they do have certain people that they do look up that is, positive, get around them, Somebody that can, like I said, pour into them and then show them that it's different than what they was taught as they was younger is different than with their mindset, because I believe if you get around the right people, they could shift your mindset to a point that you're not thinking about how you was raised, or it's like they snatch you out of it.
Right. So that's I want y'all to write this down. Write on the paper, I do not need an alibi to shape my identity. I would capitalize that real good so that I never forgot it. I do not need an alibi to shape my identity. I'm going to tell you why I say that. A lot of times, we base our identity off of the identity of our parents, the identity of our spiritual leaders, the identity of our environment, how we was raised, where we was raised. You see it all the time. People equate their identity. I was raised in the hood. I'ma always be from the hood. You know, I was raised in the Bronx.
In Philly.
You know, I'm from Dover. They equate.
I don't like when y'all laugh at that.
Their identity.
Don't laugh at that, honey, because don't do that, honey. Don't do that. Don't do that, because these paws go to work.
We sorry. We sorry.
Okay.
So they equate their identity with where they're from. And if you